Okay, let's go ahead and get things started, shall we? Hello. It's been a whole ass week. Um, I was gonna have a medical procedure done, and it was gonna require me to come off my a few medications that I'm normally on. And then I decided not to go through with it because I was miserable after 3 days without my medication. And then it took me the rest of the week to recover. So that's where I've been. It's been a wild week. Um, Also, just as a couple quick notes before we get started. Um, so number one, um, I literally just fucking forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, number one, it's really really hot here. Not as bad as it's been over the weekend, but it's still pretty toasty here. And for the sake of not, you know, throwing up and passing out from heat stroke, I have left the door open, so the cats will be coming in and out. I have Miles here with me right now, my big boy. Um, so you may hear the cats getting into shit. Um, Sorry. You might also hear me telling the cats to stop chewing on my mouse cord. That seems to be Maury's new thing now. So yeah, cats are in. Cats are here. Which leads me to thing number two. If you'd like to see pictures of my cats, as well as like promote your own streams, know when I'm going live, or when I'm canceling, because I always do announce that it where I can. Or just, see pictures of my cats, because I will post them. You can join my Discord. And look at that. I finally set up the Stream Elements bot. Everybody clap for me. I expect to be praised. You can't see it on the stream, I'm noticing, but it should show up in the chat. So somebody poke me if it's not doing that. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. I literally set it up 5 minutes ago. So here we are. And the third note is that there will be some small changes, good ones, going forward. I'm getting a new camera soon that will hopefully be a little more responsive to my face than the shitty $20 webcam I've been using this entire time. I'm also going to finally, I swear to God, finally, be implementing the system that'll let you throw shit at my little foxy face, if that's the thing you want to do. So there will be more point redeems coming as well, and possibly some bit redeems as well. I don't know. I need to mess with it. One step at a time, though. We'll get there when we get there. So, that's it for housekeeping. We're done with that shit. So let's go ahead and let's move on to Riven, shall we? I'm hoping to finish Riven up today. So hopefully we will finish it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do after Riven. I've got a couple possibilities, but we can talk about that later. Oh, right. We were in Tay. That's right. We get to actually hang out in Tay, which is cool. So I stopped off. I stopped with Catherine's journal. Got a page all the way back to the beginning. Oh my god, this is so much. Okay, I said I was going to read it. So here we go. We did read this note from Catherine last time, but I'll go ahead and read it again. I write quickly from my prison. Along with this journal, I've instructed Neela to return the book that the moiety intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Gen will wish to use it, though he will undoubtedly be suspicious. Once he is out of the way, you'll still need the combination to release me. I'm told he keeps it somewhere in his outpost on 233. Because Gen doesn't name his ages, by the way. Even if the people have a name for it, he just numbers them. Which is just another sign that Gen sucks. Then I assume we're to signal Atris. I think I know how it might be done, but don't attempt it before I'm released. Catherine. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the no. Sorry. Let's try that again. It's been 1 week since I linked to Riven, and I'm still reeling from the changes I've witnessed. Even before my eyes could adjust, the smell of my homeland embraced me. The sweet salt air was instantly familiar, but the scene that soon resolved was not. As I stood there, struggling to make sense of what I was seeing, a violent clang sounded and bars appeared before me. Oh, so she linked into the little prison cell where we did. It was then that I must have been darted from my memory after his cloudy. The darts. The sleepy darts. A Rivenese man, shabbily dressed in militaristic attire, was shouting something at me. He seemed to be attempting to speak Dunny, but his grasp of the language was so poor that I could not make out his words, and then the world went dark. That's pretty impressive considering Catherine is from Riven and has been living in Dunny and among the Dunny people, so she speaks both languages and she couldn't understand him in either one. That's fantastic. Many voices passed, until at last I awoke to a familiar face, Etty. After all this time, she's still as warm and kind as ever, and yet the years have clearly wounded her, as they wounded everyone whose world became a prison when Gen was trapped here. Everything is tinged with pain and loss, even Etty's bright smile, though she does her best to hide it. A desperate urgency, squelched by unuttered fears, seethes beneath her cordial veneer. When Atris and I left Gen here all those years ago, I was haunted by visions of what had become of my people, and how they might have come to suffer under his rule. But the injustices I imagined were nothing compared to the atrocities that have actually come to pass. The following is a chronicle of what I have learned, a record of all that has happened, should I no longer be here to tell it. The moiety. It seems the confrontation that led to Gen's entrapment on Riven was witnessed by some of the Rivenese, but their interpretation of the event was skewed, no doubt due to Gen's overinflated view of himself. Atris and I had hoped that stripping him of his ability to link to other worlds might lead people to conclude that his claims of godhood were false. But it appears the opposite has come to pass. If Gen was a god, we had vanquished him. Then we must be greater gods. Fantastic. It was thus assumed that my absence was only temporary and that I would surely return one day to set the world right again. Thus the moiety, the name they adopted after Gen's disparaging use of the term, were born. Sworn enemies of Gen and devotees of me. Can you imagine coming back to your hometown after being away for a little while, and then everybody's just like, it's our god returned. Like, I cannot imagine going back to Albuquerque, where I grew up, and they're like, our god is back. Like, can you imagine? I had no inkling of this misconception about myself until 2 days ago, though in hindsight it makes perfect sense given the way I've been treated. For their part, they naturally assumed an omniscient deity might be well aware of their own divine status, so there was no need to inform me. I only finally pieced it together during a recent underground gathering where they reenacted their version of the story of my life, a riveting tale that culminated with the confrontation between Atris, myself, and Gen at the edge of the fissure. The events have been exaggerated to such grandiose proportions that I found it hard at times to suppress my laughter, and yet this myth has also given them the courage to stand against Gen, and the hope that they might someday be delivered from the relentless inhumanities of his authoritarian rule. I can read, I am literate. Even so, the fact that I am the one who has been cast as their god, and she's crossed that out, savior, an omnipotent being who would one day return to Riven, overthrow Gen, and lead them to a new paradise is deeply unsettling. I would do anything for my people, to free my people from this hellish existence, but I am not who they think I am. How, though, can I dissuade them from this notion without also crushing their hopes? As Gen's power grew, so did the moiety, and in order to evade his persecution, for he would wipe them all out in an instant if he could, they had to become more and more adept at concealing themselves. They make use of a network of caves that so far he has failed to discover. But I fear it's only a matter of time before they've found out. 3 Bolu must be lit. Secret passage to the rebel linking room. 3 Bolu must be lit. You know what this looks like to me? Part of a puzzle. Screenshotted. Further jeopardizing their existence is the fact that the moiety absolutely refuse to sever ties with those who have sided with Gen. The two factions thus live together in surprising harmony, their overarching sense of cultural unity appearing to outweigh the schism, at least for now. I heard today that Father and Anant were inducted into Gen's labor force. I so longed to see them, but a dimness shrouded Eddie's face so abruptly when I asked of them that it left me hesitant to press the matter further. I must know the truth eventually, but I fear the news will not be good. From the moment of their inception, the moiety have sought to disrupt Gen's plans at every turn, sabotaging his constructions, stealing from his precious stockpiles, and keeping an ever-watchful eye on his every move. They shroud themselves with dark coverings and delight in the fact that their enemies are often frightened by their wraith-like appearance, and their almost preternatural ability to wreak havoc without detection or consequence. It was in the course of one of these forays that I was fortuitously rescued when I first linked to Riven. I shudder to think what might have become of me had that scout not been there to intervene. Gen will certainly be hunting for me now, no doubt furious at his guard's failure to detain me. He must be even angrier, though, at the loss of the linking book he surely assumes I brought with me. That I was deceived into linking Riven without a way back is a bitter yet fortunate fact, for it may well have meant the death of us all had a path back to Dunny fallen into his destructive hands. When he finally discovers that I came here empty-handed, he'll be angrier still. That is some consolation, at least. I have glimpsed the final breath of a dying age. A tiny blade cuts the void. The white hole divided. Again and again, dipped in black, the nib drips red, the art of genocide. Today I ventured above ground to see for myself what has become of the island. I hoped it wouldn't be as bad as the moiety had reported. It was worse. Having lived with it for so long, the Rivenese had become inured to the steady decay around them, but I was devastated. As we wound our way through the underbrush, I found myself once again breathing in my youth, the ocean air transporting me back in a matter of seconds. But as my eyes again took hold, the warmth of those memories vanished, and I was left with nothing but numbness. We had reached a bluff that had not been there the last time I visited my home. Riven, which was once one island, has split into 5 distinct pieces that have since drifted apart at an astonishing rate. 4 of these have been claimed by Gen as his exclusive domain. Only those who have sworn their loyalty to him are ever allowed access to them. Oh, that explains why the Rivenese only live on one island. I thought it just happened to be the chunk that they lived on, but no. No, apparently Gen doesn't let them leave. Wow. Only those who have sworn their loyalty to him are ever allowed to access them. From my vantage point at the edge of the trees, I could see 3 of them, now blighted with Gen's monomaniacal constructions. These islands are closely guarded and pose great personal risk to the moiety, though that hasn't kept them from doing whatever they can to thwart Gen's endeavors there. And here's a display of the 4 islands that you can see, the 4 that are close. We've got Survey Island here with the plateaus. We've got Boiler Island here with the big crater. We've got Temple Island here with the big golden dome. And here's the bridge that we broke at the beginning of the game. Whoops. And we've got Jungle Island here with the underground area. And the jungle and everything. Excuse me. We yawning. Oh, we yawning tonight. The 4th island I could not see, as it has crept away to some distance and now lies concealed by fog. The moiety said that Gen originally governed from this small island, living and working in a protected space he built for himself atop the stump that remains where the great tree used to stand. The only surviving forest is located here, on the largest island, where the village also remains. The island was ostensibly intended to be the providence of the people, but it too has been irrevocably marred by Gen's oppressive intrusions. Here's parts of Jungle Island there. Words fall, brittle brown leaves masquerading as green, should never have held lives both bloomed and as yet unseeded. I feel nothing today. I am an outcast among outcasts, the diaspora of a dying world. Despite my repeated protestations, the moiety continue to treat me differently, their desperate need precluding any discussion belief that I am some sort of a messiah come to save them. They misconstrue my every move as a validation of their faith, whispering of how I walk the island bold and unafraid, mistaking my outrage at the island's devastation for bravery. But I am afraid, for I know something that they do not. The underlying reason for the island's accelerated decay. Gen wrote this world, and so it will fail, as all of Gen's ages ultimately fail. I must make the moiety understand this, but I cannot talk to Etty. There were brief moments soon after my arrival when my divine status was forgotten and I was simply Katrin again, but they are almost non-existent now. There is one person, however, who seems immune to these fallacious notions. Neela. Her gaze has never faltered when I've dared hint at the uncomfortable truth. I feel I could trust her to bear the full brunt of it. So let's play a little catch up here, shall we? Let's catch up. Give me a second to take a sip of my soda. So, let's break this down real quick. Here's the family tree. We have Gen. Gen wrote the world of Riven. All of his worlds are doomed to failure because he is callous and treats everything like a science experiment, even when he writes human beings into the world. Or if you take Atris's view, we'll talk about Atris in a minute, he's not actually creating the worlds, he's simply creating a door to a world that already existed. It's quantum theory, basically. This is how I learned about string theory when I was 12 years old. Anyway, so then we have Atris. Atris is Gen's son. Atris is the guy who gave us the book at the beginning of the game and told us that we have to save Catherine and then signal him. Catherine is Atris's wife. If you have played Myst, they have two sons, Thiris and Akinar, who feature in the original Myst game, but they're not here right now. That's a whole other story what happened to them. That's a different game. Catherine is a native of Riven. Her real name is Katrin. That's her Rivenese name. She has returned to Riven to try to stabilize her dying homeworld. There we go. That's the family tree. Right there. Got a yawn. Gen is making books. How did I not know this until now? Atris and I knew he would likely attempt it, as he has adopted the paranoid practice of writing all the necessary materials into his ages. He's been exploiting the natural resources and the people of Riven as fodder for his mad pursuit to further his colonialist ideals. When did I get radicalized, you asked? 1997, when I played Riven. Thankfully, it sounds as if he has not yet succeeded. As painful as it's been, the fact that I've returned to Riven at this crucial juncture is fortuitous. The age is crumbling, my people are suffering, and if Gen succeeds in securing his freedom, other worlds will suffer the same. The moiety are looking to me. I may only be mortal, but I have to do something. I feel like I should take a picture of this. I know this is the cone thing on the first island. I don't know what the hell this all is, but I feel like it's relevant. Picture taken. It's been a long time since my last entry. There is much to tell. It was hard to recognize, but I found the Starfisher. It is located on what Gen refers to as his Temple Island. Though the moiety prefer to use the Rivenese word Alapo, which means water pool. I'm learning language. They've thus taken to referring to the void itself as Alatuan, a pool of stars. In this, it is the very fissure that allowed Atris and me to escape this age without leaving a linking book behind us, though it has since been sealed with the skin of heavy iron. Several derelict devices from that time remain mounted to its surface, including a hatch with a windowed viewport, a large telescope, and the mechanical lift that was used to install it, the combination to which was acquired by the moiety long ago. And here's a combination in Rivenese numerals. Screenshot that shit. In the early days, the moiety briefly considered reopening the fissure. Thankfully, they decided against it. Had they attempted it back then, the results might well have been catastrophic. Were they to do so today, it would certainly mean the end of Riven. Prayers up for the long journal. I think I'm just about done with it. I think. I'm running out of breath. Take another swig of soda here. Ooh. Ooh. All right, deep breath. Okay, all right. Ooh. Woosah. Here we go. I am told that in the days immediately following Gen's confinement on Riven, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure, for he had seen the Mist Book fall from Atris's hands into that very same space. To this end, he sacrificed several poor souls, allegedly transgressors of the law, throwing them into the hatch so he could observe their fate. Wow! That is fucked up! I don't remember if that was in the original Riven or not. It is said that they did not die, but what becomes of them remains a mystery. He just yeeted people into space. And that original fissure is no longer alone. New ruptures have appeared in recent years at various locations around the islands. In some instances, the moiety were able to glimpse the breaches before Gen and his minions moved in to contain them. Their descriptions support my suspicion that the forces that are tearing Riven apart are more than merely geological. More troubling, however, is that Gen is not simply containing the rifts, but is somehow using them to travel between the islands. That's the new development in the 2024 version of the game, where we're using those domes to access the starry fissure. And that he has also reportedly devised a way to harvest the energies from the expanse for some as yet unknown purpose. How like him to wantonly exploit for his own selfish gain that which he does not understand. The starfield beneath the fissure is not as it seems. It is a gentle space, as hospitable to life as a flowing river. That is how Atris described his brief time within the expanse before he linked out, leaving his mist book adrift within it. He was never able to conclude upon its nature, but I cannot help but feel that there must be some greater pneuma behind it. Something I should have mentioned earlier. One of the colossal blades that appeared in the course of our escape from Riven, the great dagger that stands at one end of the fissure, has been adopted by the moiety as the emblem of their struggle. They have their own explanation as how it came to be, of course. But their choice is more than they know, as that dagger, along with the other blades, was a manifestation of my rage at the desecration that Gen had already wrought upon my world. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. They're a result of Catherine's meddling with the world. Neat. And then they adopted it as their symbol. That's pretty cool. I haven't told the moiety that I wrote it into this age, as I fear that it would only fuel their overestimation of me. But I can't deny it pleases me to have inadvertently provided them with such a fitting symbol for their cause. My limited encounters with Gen's followers have been discouraging. Wherever I've attempted to engage them, they fled from me. I heard an interesting tale from the moiety last night, which may help to explain this. Soon after we trapped Gen on Riven, he claimed that it was he who had been responsible for the Great Blades, summoning them as a preemptively punitive reminder of the obeisance he expected. In the village circles, it is told that this act marked the beginning of a period of restitution, at the end of which, provided they had proven their devotion to him, they would be delivered unto a new and better existence. I will continue my attempts to intervene on their behalf. The cage has finally failed. Gen is free. Oh my god, how much more reading do I have to do? Okay. The thing is, these journals contain important background information and also clues to puzzles. Otherwise, I would not be reading it. My sources have confirmed that Gen has managed to create a functional linking book. In fact, he had done so before my arrival, but kept this accomplishment so well hidden that only his closest acolytes were aware of it. In keeping with his callous regard for the worlds he creates, he has simply named this age 233. It is not yet known whether he has written others. I have also just learned that years ago, a moiety scout managed to steal a book that was an early failure that Gen had intended to destroy. It was largely complete, but did not work. I wasn't told about it until now because they thought it was useless. Gen struggled for decades, but he could never get a conventional linking book to work. Then one day he began construction on a cumbersome mechanical solution, a complex array of devices designed to harness the energies of the starry expanse and use them to suppress his book's inherent flaws. Kind of like how I treat my ADHD with caffeine. Same Band-Aid level remedy. The design phase was chaotic and often dangerous. The moiety tell of tremendous explosions, as Gen sought to contain and wield forces that he knew little to nothing about. But he is nothing if not determined, and eventually he was able to use this enormous crutch to link to another age. I can't deny his brilliance, but it is an abominable solution, brutish and overwrought. And, all but entirely, unnecessary. I have studied the partially burned book that the moiety took from him. Although he sought retribution for the affront, he appears to have been otherwise untroubled by the theft, no doubt assuming the book would be useless in the moiety's hands. But I can see what they cannot. The book may yet be salvageable. The age the book describes is wholly unsuitable as a home for the moiety, but I think it can be modified. I will dream. And presumably, this is how we got to the age that we're in. Catherine fixed up the stolen book. I'm assuming. Yes, I am correct. I have nearly finished writing the moiety's age. The world, as described, is harsher and more desolate than they are used to, but they should be able to sustain themselves there. But we'll need a second book. Gen has been spending most of his time on 233 lately, so the danger is less, but getting into his lab will still be difficult. Well, it ain't that hard, I did it. The coming collapse weights the air, blurring my vision both day and night. We must act soon. Oh my god. Success! We have secured a second book. Though I worry now that Gen will miss it and deduce our plans before we're ready. The descriptive book I prepared as a refuge for the rebels is useless unless I can find a way to correct its inherent flaws. Gen's massive machine mainly functions to manipulate the energies within the expanse. It serves its purpose, but the excess seems unwarranted. The Rivenes have long used crystalline substrates as an elegant means to manipulate light, if I could just find the right method. Last night dreams have delivered me a perilous plan. I will write this substance into the new moiety age. Oh, that's clever! I don't know if that's a code or a key or anything. I think it's just a description of what she did to the book. If we could temporarily access Gen's apparatus, we could use our book to link to this new age and search for the crystal. Someone would then have to carry the book back to safety once the link was made. If it fell into Gen's hands, all would be lost. When Gen links to 233, one of his acolytes always remains to shut down the device. We'll have to get to him before he can do so, which means we'll only have one chance before they're alerted to our presence. I should have labeled this stream Storytime with Stellaphilia. Everything is ready. I have written the material into the new age, and I have prepared the second linking book as a return path to Riven. Of course, it too suffers the same deficiencies as all of Gen's books, so it won't work unless it's augmented. Once I'm in the new age, I'll have to locate the crystal and adapt it to heal the gateway image, which should render the book functional. I can then use the second linking book to return to Riven with more of this material. It's risky, but if all goes well, the moiety, and any others we can convince to join them, will finally have an escape. I can't help but laugh at the absurdity of this plan. I sound like Atris. Should I fail to return, it will likely mean the end of my life. But my only real fear is for my people. Everyone assures me they have complete faith that I will accomplish my task and lead them to a better world. That's the fulfillment of the prophecy, after all. But underneath, they are just as tense and fearful as I am. What will become of them if I do not return? Will they perish here on Riven? Or attempt to follow me through this new book to an unknown fate? I don't know what to tell them. Against all odds, it is done. We have already evacuated most of our members to this new age, which the moiety have named Tay. The world is more beautiful than I'd anticipated, so I am pleased. The Rivenese have been liberated at last. They stand beneath the open sky, unafraid, dazzled by their freedom. They are happy. But there's still much to be done. The age is still vulnerable. The only way to completely protect it from Gen is to destroy the books once everyone is safely in Tay. I'm hesitant to bring this up with the moiety until they've had a chance to acclimate themselves to the new world, as it would mean they would be forever exiled from the only home they've ever known. Nor am I eager to sever my own connection, and my only path back to my life and family on Mist. For the greater good, it must be done. For the moment, we're safe. But our activities can arouse Gen's suspicions at any moment. We cannot delay. I will return to Riven tomorrow to resume my attempts to persuade the remaining holdouts to join the others in Tay. For now, though, I must rest. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're done. We've read Catherine's whole ass journal. So here's, Tay. That's where we are. We are in Tay right now. Hi. Hello. The moiety age, which we could not walk around in at all in the original Riven. I don't think I can go anywhere in here, though. But still, it's really cool to, like, actually see, like, this area and actually, like, get to experience it. Like, look how cool this place is. This is all inside a giant tree hollow. As you can see, they've got some of the totems up here. This actually, you know what this is? This is Catherine. Remember, we saw Catherine earlier. This is Catherine. They are indeed worshipping her as a god. Poor woman. Like I said, you know, can you imagine going back to your hometown after you've been away for a while? Like, you got married and you had kids, and now there's people worshipping you as a deity. Like, how batshit would that be? I have no idea where I'm going, by the way, like, just to be clear. But there only seems to be one real path, so... Is it an elevator? Yep, it's an elevator. Oh, neat. Going down. Dude, look how cool this is! Oh, this is all new. I love it. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Seems this is the only place I can go. Oh! It's a linking book. Oh, cool. We're going back to Riven. Okay. Well, that was our time in Tay. Neat. I spent half an hour reading aloud, by the way. That was half an hour of me having a book it moment. Three bolas must be lit. Wait, hold up. Can these things be turned on and off? No. Hang on. Let me look at... Secret passage to the Revel linking room. 3 bolu must be lit. 3 bolu must be lit. So here's the secret passage to the linking room. Three bolu must be lit. But they're all lit. Trying to figure out what that's all about. 3 bolu must be lit. I don't think it corresponds to the... Yeah, it's not this room. It's not the room we came from. Because that room that was depicted had passages going off to the left and right, and this room is just literally a round room. So, it's not that. Well, maybe we'll find out what that's all about. Because I'm genuinely not sure. Maybe there's more new areas, who knows? I feel like it's this area here. But, like, I'm looking for an area with like, multiple little rocks and stuff. Bolu must be lit. It doesn't really seem to be anything else I can click or poke in here. The lights are all on. I can't turn them off. Maybe if I leave the island, they'll... No, they were still on when we came back. Because if I fuck with them, they just stay lit. Yeah, they just stay lit. So I can't turn them off. Nor does this really look like it's where I'm supposed to be, for that matter. So we're just gonna leave this area for the time being. We'll pop out and move on. Because we have Gen's linking book now. The linking book, the trap book. So we can trap Gen, because that's our goal. The question is, how do we find Gen? Well, aren't you glad you're here with me? Because I remember the answer to that. At least I kind of remember the answer to that. Hello? How do I get down? There we go. Alright, so the answer to that, if I remember correctly, is, one of the hardest puzzles in the game. And I do not expect that it's gotten easier with time. So, let's see here. Number 2 here. This is schoolhouse, so let's head to the schoolhouse. We're going back to Temple Island. That's where we're going. I think I took the long way. Whatever, who cares? It's fine. It's fine. I still can't believe I spent a whole fucking half hour reading that aloud. That's gonna be great for the VOD. People are really gonna be into me reading aloud for half an hour. Alright. So, we're gonna head back to Temple Island. Where I believe it is time to solve, probably the worst puzzle in the whole game. There is a non-zero chance that I will need to, grab the solution off of a walkthrough. But I'm gonna do my best to complete it with the information that I have, both, in the journal in-game, and also, my written notes. We'll see, though. No guarantees. Man, I took the long way, didn't I? Fuck it. Who cares? You know what? We're just taking the scenic route, okay? It's a very scenic game. Hi, guys. Sorry to disrupt your, sunning. What up? You know, this is kind of making me want to stream the original Riven. Just so we can do, like, a compare and contrast on the differences. Maybe I will. But not immediately. I have a couple ideas for what to stream next, but I'll talk about them at the end. Also, you know, much to my surprise and delight, my Riven streams, took off on YouTube. I didn't expect that. Alright. Let's go. I've also considered streaming Myst, the game that came before this. I actually did stream it 3 years ago, when I first gave this a try, before I learned that a VTuber is a thing that I could be, and people would not have to look at my face. Alright, so, we're back on Temple Island. But yeah, I might do Myst again. Oh, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh, God, there's Gen. Oh, don't look at me! Go away! No! No! Oh, I hate it. You know, in my head, I knew that happens because that is part of the original game. But I had forgotten when it happens, and that just scared the piss out of me. Had the intended effect. Great work, everyone. Yeah, it's called Temple Island because this is where they all come to worship Gen as their god. At its heart, Riven is a story about colonialism. Like I said, when was I radicalized? When I was 12 years old playing Riven. Anyway, here we are, back in, on beautiful Jungle Island. It is actually a very beautiful place. Riven was always a gorgeous game, but, like, damn. You can see, Jungle Island out there, you can see the trees, you can see Survey Island out there, there's the plateaus. Ah, fuck me. Balls. Wait, why can't I push the button? Oh, I just wasn't close enough. We gotta get across to the Golden Dome again, so I gotta butts with the button. Nope, not quite. Couple more presses. Also, today's stream is brought to you by Coke Zero. I am not paid for this, I am just drinking it. Miles, come here. Can you, like, Buddy, Miles, can you take a nap maybe, somewhere away from the, switch on my power strip? He likes to lay his head down on the power strip, specifically on the plug for my, my panel lights in front of the, PC. Because it's warm. And more than once, he has rolled over and turned off my PC. Okay. Okay, there we go. Once again, we get that beautiful view of, Survey Island out there. We see the dome, or the telescope, and the big dagger, and all that good stuff. Alright, so... in the old game, you got access to the second level of the Golden Dome, but I don't think that happens in this one. I think we have another puzzle we have to solve here. But I'm not sure how to solve it. We have to do something here. Okay. Okay, so these tubes look like the ones in the Starfisher. But how do I do anything with them? Like, there's no clear mechanism on them. Do I have to go back to the Fisher? And fuck with the balls again? Oh! Okay. Oh, shit, I'm trapped. That's cool. Oh, here come the balls! Okay, okay. We'll take a picture of that. Oh, and this is how we get access to the second floor. Okay. Intriguing. Okay. Alright, so let's see what's what up here. Oh, it's a sheer drop. I see. Looks like I need to access these sliders. Ah, here we go. Wait, hold up, I gotta fuck with them. Oh my god. Okay, this is even worse than the old one. Okay. I think I have it, though. I think I have all the information we need to solve this puzzle by ourselves. However, before I go about that, I am going to save the game here. Okay. There we go. Just in case I fuck this up irretrievably and we have to start over. So, we have the information we need. I'm almost positive we have the information we need. What we need are the following things. We need the symbols on the domes that open up to get you to the Starfisher. We need that. We need... which we got. We got that from looking through the windows on Temple Island. We have that. We need the colors that go with them. We got that from Gen's underwater room on Survey Island. We need the numbers that go with the colors. I do not remember where we found those. Let me check my notes here to see where we got that from. The numbers that go with the colors. Yeah, we got the numbers that go with the colors. Which we got from this. Not sure about this one, though. Is that 9? Or is that 1? No, that's 9. Okay. And what we also need that we can find in the notebook is this image. Because this is the locations of the golden domes on the grid. It's the location of the spinny domes right here. And it also shows us on these topographical maps what island we're looking at. So here's prison, temple, survey, and I think this one, yeah, jungle and survey. Yeah, okay, so prison, temple, boiler, jungle, survey. Okay, we have everything I think we need. I think we can solve this puzzle, you guys. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm super hyped. I'm so hyped. Because if I can solve this puzzle without actually looking up information online, that proves that I am better at this game than I was in 1997 when I was 12. I would hope I'm better at puzzle games now that I am almost 40, but I'm also not that bright. All right, here we go. Let's try it. So, Prison Island is the one that's going to be over here in this corner here, which is Island X in my notes here, my written notes, and that is blue. So we take the blue ball, we put it in there. Now we also have number sliders, but we will come back to those in a minute. Now, the next one we have over here was... Fuck me, I forget already. Well, that's why I've got the notes. The next one was Temple Island. Okay, that's where we are now. And Temple Island was green. And that's right over there. Okay, okay. We're doing good. We're getting it. We're getting this. If I get this on the first try without any help, I will not be responsible for the volume of my voice. Like, I will be so excited. Okay. And then, where was the next one? I have to keep looking at it again. Okay, so the next one is Boiler Island, and that's purple. My favorite color, incidentally. For my least favorite island. And then we determined that the next one was Jungle Island, which is red. And that leaves Survey Island, which is orange. Okay. We got it. We got it. Get it, got it, good. Alright. Now, we have to deal with the sliders. I have numbers written down on my handy-dandy notebook here. So purple is 14. This is 5, 10, 14. Blue is 12. Green is 9. Red is 6. Yeah, red is 6. Wait, red is 6 and orange is 4. That can't be right. Let's try 6 and then 4. Did I do it? Nope. Those numbers are incorrect. Damn. It's the numbers that are the problem. Let me grab a picture of Dunny numerals real quick and see if that helps. Let me look up Dunny numerals. If that's the only thing I need to look up to solve this puzzle, I will consider it a success. Dunny numbers. Okay. Alright. Now let's look at Gen's notes again and make sure that I have the numbers correct. Okay, so red is 6. Jungle Island is 6. What is orange, then? Because I have that as 4, but... yeah, it's 4. But that can't be 4. Red is Jungle Island is 4. Wait, no. Orange, Survey Island 4. I may have to look up this part. Oh! Thank you for the follow, Ice Kitsune. I am Fire Kitsune. Welcome aboard. Thank you. I'm struggling with a puzzle right now. We're having a bad time. I was so excited. I thought for sure I had this, but I don't. Ah! Pain. Okay, so that is definitely 6. But this is 4. And the problem with that is that I don't think the sliders can go past each other. Like, it gets stuck there, so, you know. Actually, hold up. What if we assume that's 1? Because that might be 1 instead of 0. So let's move all of these over to this side here. Just move them all over. I was so excited. I thought for sure I would solve this puzzle without looking at hints or a walkthrough. I have like 98% of what I need, basically. So let's call this 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. What if we swap 4 and 6 here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, let's see if that does anything. We will know when we get it right, by the way. Like, it is very painfully obvious when you get it right. We did not get it right. This part, I am sure, is correct. The part with the marbles in the grid, I am like 100% positive that is correct. It's the number part that I'm struggling with, which should come as no surprise to anyone who actually knows me personally, because I suck at math. So I suck with normal numbers. Now I'm trying to work with Dunny numbers. Drinky drank. Alright, I really didn't want to do this. But I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to look up the solution. Ugh. When I started this game, I knew there was one puzzle that I would definitely need to look up the solution to, and it was this. I knew it would be this puzzle. No matter what they did to it, I knew this would be the puzzle that I would need to look up the solution to. Riven 2024. Marble puzzle solution. Okay. Check Gen's notes again, is what it says. Check Gen's notes again. Oh my god, there are plus and minus markers on this stupid note. Let me see if I can see them. We're just gonna have to go back to Gen's lab. That's what we're gonna have to fucking do. We're gonna have to go back to Gen's lab. His journal mentions there is a base value for the strike force, and then each color needs its own specific value. The plus-minus notes are the specific deltas. Cool. Alright, so I had... Like I said, I had about 95% of the information I needed to solve this puzzle. Alright, now how the fuck do I get back down? Gonna have to do more math. I suck at math. How do I go down? No, I want to go down. How do I get back down? Am I just fucked? Is there a way down over here? Nope, just a plunge to my death. Cool. I gotta figure out how to get back down. Oh, right, the button on the side there, that's right. Okay. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, I fucked with my headphones and the volume came up. Fantastic. Alright. So we're well on our way to solving this puzzle. We just need to take a little detour again, back to Boiler Island. It's fine. It's fine. Naturally, it's a piece of information I didn't screenshot, so we have to go back. And unfortunately, well, there are two ways we can do it. Do I want to go back into space? Yeah, let's just go through space. We'll do it that way. We'll use the space method. Space! We're going to space! Wait till you see it, it's so cool. I gotta fuck with the spinny room first, though. God damn, it is hot in this room. Even with the door open, I am sweating. Summertime is brutal here. It hasn't been super bad this year yet, but... Oh shoot, I think I turned it past where it was supposed to be. It's fine. We'll just turn the room a bunch more. It's fine. This is still faster than trying to go multiple things. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, no, no, no. Nope, not where we need to be. Nope. Goddamn. Again, did you have to make your world so damn confusing? Of course he did. It's a puzzle game. We're going to space as soon as I solve this puzzle for, like, the 4th time. I think this will actually put it in the position we need. Yep, it did. Space, the final frontier. Alright, back to the spinny dome. We'll go through the spinny dome to space, and we'll just take that shortcut. Alright, what's the symbol here for Temple Island? It's that one! Back to the spinny dome we go, my friend. And the spinny dome takes us to space. As one does. Hello? There we go. Behold! Space! This is your cheat sheet for getting between islands. I love this addition to the game. It is so freaking cool. Although the first time I got here, I legitimately thought I had fucked up and died. So, you know, wasn't expecting it. Alright, so we want to get back to Boiler Island here. Boiler Island symbol is... that. Alright. I love that. I love that you can just turn this crank and the magical hub to nowhere will magically get you to another island in the fraction of the time it would take to actually get there in the overworld. So cool. I hear water again. I've been hearing this trickling water at various points throughout the game and in unlikely places. I wonder if that's going to have any, like, meaning. Doop, doop, doop. This is basically a loading screen. And here we are, back on Boiler Island. How cool is that? I love it so much. What a great addition to the game. Right. How do I get back to Gen's little hootenanny hall? I mean, it's his office. I don't know. I literally do not know why I just called it a hootenanny hall, but whatever. Right, we go this way. Down we go. Now I gotta walk this whole way because the stupid elevator's up in his office. God damn. Okay, there's the elevator. Whoops, wrong way. No, no, no. Oh, there was just an update, by the way. Like, right before I started streaming. And they added, you don't have to crank this shit anymore. Because previously you had to manually crank this. Yeah, it was updated this afternoon. Okay. Now I gotta look at Gen's stupid journal again. Hi, Gen. Let me look through your goddamn journal. Moiety, blah, blah, blah. Stepping stone, da, da, da. 2 weeks ago, you had to keep manually turning the crank like a sucker. Yeah, so did I. It was a pain in the ass. Literally just updated, like... I saw the update right before I started streaming, and I was like, oh, goody. Spare my wrist a little. Looking for numbers here. But not these numbers. Ba ba ba. Da da da. Steam vent. Da da da. Source of power. Ba ba ba. It's not in his journal, you liar. You fucking liar. Optimal strike force base value. Plus... I literally cannot see what that number is. It has been scribbled the fuck out. Nor can I actually tell if it's a plus or a minus. I might be a minus. Huh. Well, I'm stumped like a fucking dumbass. Alright. Go back to the lab and look again. Those were supposed to be minuses and pluses. You need to either solve the marble puzzle right next to the note to determine the base number. The marble puzzle. 9! 9! Look again! Oh! Boo! Boo! That was fucking terrible. Funny, though. But... that explains this. How do I do this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Okay. A missed opportunity. I like you. That's fucking terrible. But I like you. It is even shinier now. It's hella shiny. Okay, so 10 is the magic number here. I have to add 10 to everything. But the plus and the minuses, there they are. I see it. I see it. I have to subtract 10 from everything. But how do I subtract 10? Yeah, okay. I have to subtract 10. Or 9, maybe? From everything? Add or subtract 9 and 10? Okay, well. I have the numbers written down here, so... Grab my handy-dandy pen. Where the hell did I put it? There it is. Alright, I'm gonna do math, which is laughable, so... bear with me. Alright, so... the first one there... For Boiler Island... Draw the little symbol here. I will post my notes in Discord, by the way. I posted the first page previously. I will post the second page of notes, too. So you can all laugh at me. So that's purple. It's Boiler Island. And assuming that number is 10, it's the one on the bottom here, I have to subtract... No, I have to add 10. Add 10. So that's 24. At least the number is 10. So I can, you know, be okay with that, I think. And then blue is this stupid little symbol that I'm drawing right now. Blue. And it is this guy here. And the number I got for that is 12. So I have to add 10. And that's 22. I cannot fucking believe I did not piece this together myself. Actually, no, that's a lie. I can completely believe I did not piece this together myself. I can very much believe it. Oh, yeah, and that's, Prison Island. Prison. And then next is green with that big dot. It's green. It's Temple Island. And I have to add 10 to it. So 19. And then, Jungle Island is red. It's the one up top there. God, my art is so bad! And that is 6. I have to subtract. Wait. No! No! No, that's not what I'm doing. No. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong math. Wrong math! Okay. The base value is 9. I have to add and subtract these numerals down here. I'm pointing with my pen like you can see me. I have to add and subtract these numerals. The base is 9. Or 10. Yeah, the base is 10. Okay. Let's try this again. Here. I'm actually going to make these notes in the game's notebook so that you can actually see what I'm doing here. So it's not 9, it's 10, because we're dealing with a scale that is 6. For some reason. The base value is 10. So 10 minus 6 is 4. I can do math! And the next one is... Survey Island, orange. 10 minus 4 is 6. Math. We're doing so good. I'm doing this without a calculator. My 3rd grade teacher would be proud. And that one is green, Jungle Island, and... No, Temple Island, my bad. And I have to add 9. That's 19. That's blue, Prison Island, and I have to add 12, so 22. And purple, Boiler Island, 14, so 24. All right. I think we have the code now. This makes so much more sense than what I was trying to do. I'm so pleased. All right. So we had to ask for a little bit of help. It's fine. It's fine, you know? Sometimes you gotta ask for help. Sometimes you just gotta... You gotta suck it up and ask for a hand, you know? This is the ugliest of the islands. Like, look at it. It's just ugly. Ugly-ass island. Even Survey Island has its, like, creepy allure. Count on Gen to pick for his, like, abode the shittiest location possible. Alright. Back here. We'll head back to Temple Island this way. Which one? Okay. There we go. I do appreciate that they upgraded the shininess of the marble, by the way. Not a necessary upgrade, but a cool part of the patch. I will take it. Back down we go in space. See, this is what happened last time. The screen went black and I thought I died. Thought I had found a brilliant new way to unalive myself in this game. Alright. Head back to Temple Island. Gotta get up there. Okay. Do. 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 Fantastic. Alright. Can you imagine how much easier your life would be if you could just, like, casually step into a pocket dimension to get from place to place? I love this game so much. When I saw that they were making a remake of it, like, I could not even begin to express my excitement. Now, I don't know if there's, like, a plan in place to do all the Myst games. But if there is, I would love to see what they do with Myst 3. That's my favorite in the whole series. And I would love to play it again with new graphics and new stuff. It's got the guy who played Chucky in it. The doll Chucky. I do think that might be something I will play next for stream, because I do have it. The most recent version. It's highly unlikely we'll see a Myst 3 or 4 remake. That is so disappointing. But I remember there was some kind of, like, issues with the company, wasn't there? Cheers. Cracking open another soda. Gotta keep the caffeine rolling. Damn shame, because Myst 3 was so good. Ugh. Licensing issues, yep, that's fair. Yeah, that is fair. Well, I'll just play the most recent version of Myst 3, maybe, for my next series of streams. Oh, right, I didn't need to do that yet, my bad. Okay. So. And Myst 3 I will try to do from memory, by the way, because I do remember it. Alright, let me look at my numbers here. While I'm doing this, you can join my Discord if you would like to know when I am live. And see pictures of my 4 asshole cats. We took one of them to the vet on Saturday. And when they took blood from him, he screamed so loud, I'm pretty sure they heard it in the next county. Alright, so 4, 6, 19, 22, 24. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Boom. Let's see if I did it. Did I not do the math right? Okay, maybe that number was 9. Not 10. In which case, I just need to scooch them all back one. Oh, wait, no, the light's glowing! The light's glowing! The light's glowing! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Hell yes! No. This is actually a really great place to save your game. So, let's save my game. Alright. Off we go to the 233rd age. The cage has finally failed. Break free of the confines of the 5th age. I should have moved my little self so you can see all the sweet Chivos I'm getting. So, here we are. Oh, look, there's Gen. Poking around. Oh, great, he's come to taunt me. Fantabulous. What up, bitch? Mr. Clean?
I apologize for the cage. I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen.
It's so weird to see him as, like, a CGI
heard
dude.
Of me? Yes. Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now.
No, I don't think it's
Not
false.
that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that...
Sir, you're a dick.
Well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was.
Oh, the I've changed routine.
Yes. I even tried to kill him once.
But not anymore. I'm sober
if
from
I had accomplished
killing
that,
now.
who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation.
Sir, are you just gonna circle this whole time?
Precious inks. No ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years.
God, it really was 30 years ago.
Matter.
Wasn't it?
No
Almost.
sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
Sure you have. Your outfit is Nazi-coded. I don't trust anyone whose outfit is Nazi-coded.
But my mission was an honorable one.
Old man story mode activated!
I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another.
Sir.
I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer.
I don't think you do, sir. Yeah, take a hit of that dank pipe or whatever.
Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven. Many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily
We get it, you vape.
But according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the 5th age has entered its final days.
I'm still listening, sir. It's just someone else made a funnier joke than you.
Relocated soon, the
yeah,
island will collapse
I have ads.
entirely, and everyone will perish.
I gotta eat.
It has taken me a long time to do it, but
gotta feed my cats.
It appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in... Well...
Gen will still be talking 80 years from now.
I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine.
You locked this woman up.
In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with
we live in a society,
tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence.
All right, Mr. Racist. That's enough.
Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably.
Gen is still talking.
It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them.
Gen will not shut up.
As far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative.
Gen, would you stop pacing?
I had to separate her from her people. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here.
Apologies for the ads, but I have 4 cats who need to eat.
Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atris desires it.
Shut up, dude.
Indeed. He must desire it with all his heart.
Gotta keep the cats fed. My babies, my boys,
completely unaware
my big men.
Of her recent state. Which brings me to the point of all of this.
Oh,
The
finally!
linking
Good.
book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow, if you will. Touch it. Touch it. Wow, you can actually see the writing on the pages. That's really cool. One of the pages, it just, again, is a poopy head. It's Gen sucks written in Rivenese. That is eat a bag back there? That's what it looks like. For him to keep all his pins and his swag. Go on. Go on. Touch the book. Yeah.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
We're not gonna do that right now, actually. You can do it right now, but we're not gonna.
You may need some time to decide. That is reasonable.
It's totally a linking book to Dunny.
Please understand, there is nothing I want more than a chance to resolve matters between Atris and myself.
Sure.
Especially in light of what has become of Catherine.
Uh-huh.
But unless you are willing to demonstrate to me that your intentions are honorable, I cannot risk it. The sanctuary I've been writing for the islanders is nearly complete.
It better not be this
After all these years,
shithole.
it would be a shame if I were unable to finish it.
Look at this place. This is so inhospitable.
The work I am doing is quite demanding. Please don't signal me unless you've decided to use the book.
Okay, bye. Oh, that's right. He just fucking leaves me here. Right. I can link out, but... How do I signal him again? I feel like there's something on the bars or something that I can use to signal him. Or isn't there? Do I just have to leave and come back? There used to be something I could, like, poke, I think, to get his attention. I just gotta leave and come back? Alright. Fine, we'll leave and come back. Alright, Gen, fine, you got me. I hope he doesn't monologue again. I bet he will. Oh, nice. Links you right into his lab. That's pretty cool. God damn, that is glowy as hell. I love it. Shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny. Alright. Well, let's head back to Temple Island and get Gen's attention again. Nice of him to let you actually leave. I guess. But man, you know, I don't trust anyone who looks like a cross between, like, a Nazi and a Dune character. And that's the vibe he gives off with that outfit, so... I think it's smart to not trust Gen. Also, I've played this game before. Back down we go into the fissure. Into space. Into space! Crank it back to Temple Island, and we'll do this whole rigmarole again. Alright. I still can't believe all I had to do for that puzzle was some simple math and, like, observations. And I could not pull that off. But goddamn. How come nobody wants to talk to me all day, and then while I'm streaming, everybody wants to get my attention on Facebook? Nobody wants to say anything to me all damn day, and then as soon as I start streaming, my phone just goes off the hook. Wild. Alright. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark in a little bit here, but I'm gonna keep going until we finish the game, because I believe we are close to the end here. If memory serves. Alright. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we'll finish up Riven tonight. Here's that water noise again. You can hear it. It's so peaceful. Alright. This time we will go through the book. Because Gen won't let us out unless we use the book, so we gotta use the book. Alright. Oh, we gotta fuck with the buttons again. Ugh. Fine. Why did I come over here? I don't know why I did that. That doesn't seem like a smart move. I mean, it's fine. I'm not stuck or anything, but, like... I just made more work for myself. Like, when my husband parks clear on the opposite end of the parking lot from where we're going. And I'm like, why did you do that? Made extra work for myself. It's fine. Like I said, it's not like we're trapped. It's fine. Doop, doop, doop. Push some more buttons. Let's do a cat report while I do this. Looks like the only one in here right now is Miles, the big black cat. He is still snoozing on my, power strip. I don't know where the other ones are, but my husband is watching TV in the bedroom, so they're probably with him. Alright. Alright, let's go bother Gan again. Gan again. Gan again. Began again. Anyways. Here we go. The beginning of the end. Ding dong! I'm back. Again? There you are. I'm ready to touch the book now.
I'm relieved you've returned. I thought perhaps you had decided against it.
Give me the book. I'll give it
Here.
a touchy touch.
I shall follow you directly.
I'm sure you will, my friend.
Please.
Yeah, trying. I'm trying, shit. Fuck, man. There's like the tiniest little spot where I'm supposed to click. Alright. They really need to make the box for that click a little bit bigger. Hi! Touch it. Touch it. Touch the book! We got him! Because for those of you unfamiliar with how these books work, they are, they're one-man prisons. And if somebody else links in, the person who was in said prison gets displaced. We got him, boys. Well, let me save the game real quick, and then let's fuck around in his lab. I just really don't want to have to listen to another monologue from that man. What does this do? Oh. It's his radio. His sets of balls. A failed linking book. I like how he provides you with mood music. That's very kind of you, Gan. What does this button do? Oh. Let's go downstairs and snoop through Gen's shit.
Tagamem, san botegan shem. Fasi.
Wait, run that by me again? Because if you remember, those are the noises that correspond to Catherine's prison. That's the code to get her out. I'm going to be playing this several times. So it's ding, trill, ding. Snap ding. Snap. Ding. Oh, did they not... The display of the sounds? That's actually a setting that I have turned on because I am partially deaf in one ear. Yeah. I don't hear so good. I'd say don't get old, but I feel like the people who are fans of Riven are probably around my age, so, you know. More journal shit. Alright, time to read aloud. Gather round, kids, it's story time. You're already old? Yeah, same. Mood. I start this latest journal with astounding news. Catherine has returned to the 5th age, because he won't fucking call it by its name. And though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared, stolen from me by the rebels. As my guard tells it, she linked into the Fissure Plateau cage just as I'd surmised, when suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels, who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone link in after all this time that he presented an easy target for whichever happened to be nearby. The damnable luck of it! It's impossible to read anything Gen writes in a manner that isn't, like, on par with a campy Disney villain. He did get a good enough look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims that he inspected all her belongings and found no linking book on her person, a fact that I find hard to believe, but if true, makes the question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only quarry that cage has ever caught, I'm also filled with hope, as she may yet provide me with a way back to Dunny. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the 5th age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction. But I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the task of resurrecting that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I am halfway there. If not, then she is trapped in the 5th age, and I can only assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. Emotionally crippled? God damn. Either way, it is crucial to my plans that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously. I should never have permitted them to survive this long. Once again, the Great Wark has demonstrated its usefulness to me. The villagers have been difficult to manage in the wake of Catherine's arrival, and their fear of this mythic beast has been all that has kept them in line. Had I known how truly useful these prodigious creatures would prove to be, I would have captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Okay, Gen, I'm sure you had nothing to do with that. Although, to be sure, if these disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. Because remember, they get sacrificed. The search for Catherine continues. I deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. Oh, God, this man is so racist! I hate him. He's such a good villain, though. He's a good villain because you hate him. I mean, we've seen a lot of nuanced villains these days, but, like, I appreciate Gen for just being a piece of shit. Like, straight up piece of shit. It seems that with each passing day, I more sorely realize the extent to which they were not ready for that knowledge, not even in the simplified manner in which I presented it to them. Their minds, adapted only to the exceptional menial tasks of village life, oh God, I hate this man, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and were thus unable to glean any of the underlying principles that are, ironically, so elegantly simple. It's obvious that so much of the discord that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the meaning of the information I gave them. Sure, Gen. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the glorious future I had planned for them, this conflict would not exist. The minds of the children, however, are much more malleable. Like you're any good at writing ages yourself, Gen. Yeah, his ages suck. They all break down. God. Oh, to have the confidence of a mediocre middle-aged man. With the proper tutelage, ChatGPT can write a more stable age. It probably could. With the proper tutelage, they have developed a more appropriate posture towards the culture that has given them their lives. At times they take it almost as if they had a bit of Dunny blood in them. Given the natives' inborn limitations, however, I am quite careful that none gain a level of understanding that would permit them to sin against their future in the way that Catherine did. How foolish I was to think that she could wield such knowledge responsibly when it was quite clear that my own son could not. Oh my god, Gen, shut up. Even reading his journal makes me want to tell him to shut up. Atris. Still, he remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. Is this my mom writing this journal? I should never have left him with my mother. By the time I'd returned for him, he had already been poisoned as to all thoughts of aiding me in my noble mission. Perhaps that was the only way she could soften the fact that she had been responsible for the collapse of the entire civilization. So much destruction, so many great lives lost, the guilt must have been unbearable. She did seem to love my father and our world, but ultimately she was an outsider whose ignorance of the Dunny became the catalyst for their demise. If I remember correctly, because I did read the Book of Anna, which touches on this, but again, this was when I was a child. I believe she was a normal human being, if I remember correctly. If I am able to rebuild our culture, and in the process correct such weakness, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary in order that a new and stronger era of prosperity might someday come to pass. I have been increasingly beset by images from the past these last few weeks. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my old childhood, the years I spent in the Bookmakers Guild. Father's immense pride at each of my small accomplishments there. He was an important man to the Dunny world, but I cannot bear to think of him for long. It is too much. I was too young to see such things. Ah, the old Freudian excuse for villainy. I have her. Late last night I received words that Catherine had been apprehended while attempting to persuade some of the villagers to join her. I lost a few men in the process, but I would have gladly paid 100 times that number for such a prize. Oh, wow, again, such a personal sacrifice. Willing to throw hundreds of men away. Just hundreds of lives, as long as it's not yours. She's been imprisoned in my old office, where I've been attempting to gain some insight as to the reason for her return. I've had to fight the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows, as she has adopted the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions, when she answers them at all, in the native tongue. Even so, she is a poor liar. I am now certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and that she brought no linking book with her. As for her willingness to share with me the location of the moiety, we shall see. Without their leader, however, they are once again powerless against me. If Catherine's coming here was intended as an accident, then Atris is bound to come for her. That is a given. The question I must now consider is, how will he attempt it? It is likely that his hesitation is due at least in part to this dilemma. One way or another, though, he'll have to bring a linking book to get back. There is no other way. Oh, but there is another way, my friend. There is another way. It's late, and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much in my life. My people, my father, my son, and you, my wife, Kita. You were the only true kindness I have never known. Watching you flicker there in the imager, I sometimes wonder if you were real. If I could restore my life with my pen, I would do so in an instant, and leave the rest of the world to their own wretched fate. All right, we've got a little glimmer of sympathy for Gen there. Tiny, itty-bitty little glimmer of sympathy. I just heard one of my cats scream. I'm sure he's fine. Oh, there's a bug in here. Yeah, he doesn't miss his mom, you're right. Gen, you piece of shit. Damn these savages. Damn them! I would be well advised to leave them all in the 5th age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. A stranger has arrived in Riven. That's me. With a linking book to Dunny. And once again, my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. Did you not replace him? Like, did you not fire him or give him a new position or something? From what little I could decipher of his muddled explanation, it apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage mechanism has been damaged, but that is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Atris is certainly behind this. But why would he send someone else in his stead, and with a linking book, no less? Surely he would have guessed that I would be waiting for him. Such recklessness is unlike him. Can it be that he's had a change of heart towards me? Don't talk about Cho like that. Listen, Cho is not very good at his job. Okay? Cho is like... I feel like Cho graduated, like, bottom of his class. He's like the guy in every training class, because there's always one who asks the really stupid questions on, like, the second day of work. Could it... Cho is doing his best. Well, his best isn't very good. Could it be that he's had a change of heart towards me? That after all these years, he's finally decided to let his poor old father go? Ha! I know all too well where his loyalties lie. He is only after one thing. Perhaps this stranger should find her. For now, I only need to wait and observe. I'm beginning to think it was a mistake to allow the stranger to roam freely about the islands in their ignorant probing. They attempted to power the damaged drawbridge from Temple Island and the entire bridge collapsed. Listen, Gan. In my defense, when I did that in 1997, the bridge didn't break, okay? In my personal defense. A trivial loss at this point. It was like that when we got here. It was, okay? Not my fault you didn't look at it again, okay? A trivial loss, but at this point it irks me all the same. I had not yet managed to free myself from that crumbling age. It would have hampered my progress severely. But again, it is no matter now. The day will soon come when I will be done with Riven forever. Disconcerting news. Last night, a group of maintainers happened upon a lone rebel scout and were able to engage him long enough to learn a most implausible device. A crystal window, supposedly capable of amending my linking books, much the way that my own remarkable system does, but with one slight advantage. Slight advantage, yeah, just the one teeny tiny advantage, right? It's small and only weighs a few pounds, making it entirely portable, as opposed to this giant, ridiculous system I have created. If this outlandish claim is true, then the artifact in question must be something that Catherine fabricated prior to her capture. No doubt from an explicit dunny schematic she brought with her. Because I'm racist. If only I'd had access to such a document all these years. The portent of this revelation is deeply troubling. Some years ago, the rebels managed to abscond with a dysfunctional linking book I'd intended to destroy. The book was never recovered, but once they had sufficiently atoned for this sacrilege, I graciously decided to let the matter slide. Graciously! Thank you, Gan. We really appreciate it. Thinking that in their inept hands it could do no harm. But if Catherine has indeed empowered them with such a device, the rebels may well have linked to another age. It also means that the, I'm guessing 233rd, is no longer safe. This cannot stand. The stranger is the key to all this. Tracking their movements has given me a good idea of where this rebel linking book and the crystal may be hidden. But before I deal with that, I must secure the linking book back to Dunny. Everything hinges upon that. If I can regain access to my arsenal of resources there, I will happily leave the whole of Riven to its own dismal future. Oh! Imager codes! Also, The Journey of Another. Finish reading every journal. Imager codes. Okay. Okay, so it's set to Kita right now, I believe. I gotta go look at my fucking Dunny numbers again. Hang on. Let me look at my Dunny numbers. Okay, so Kita is 5. And we saw Kita. Father, this is new, I believe. Our numbers here are 2 and 3. Is it 23 or is it 2 and 3? We'll find out in a minute. And Anna, note that he calls her Anna and not Mother, is 2, 3, 5. Okay. Let's go poke around at the imager, shall we? That's new. And that's the end of the journal. Okay. We'll examine that in a second here. Let's see if there's anything else I can loot in his office, in his bedroom here. Oh. Is this the potty? Oh. I see how this works. Alright, so this should be father. The dunny, in other words? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now, my turn. You want to record something so always you will remember.
Interesting.
What is English for scramape? Scum from above.
Oh, so Daddy was racist too.
Your appearance should have inspired us to a better future.
Okay.
What does it mean for us as a people if we cannot embrace worlds outside our own?
Oh, no, Daddy was good.
You were an angel from above.
An angel from above.
Always you will be my angel from above.
Oh. Oh. That's nice. Now let's take a look at Anna. Mommy. Yeah, they probably were calling her scum. Probably about Anna. Yeah. Incidentally, as I mentioned when I started the game, I grew up in New Mexico. Which, I mean, you're familiar with the games. If you played Uru, that's where the Dunny civilization was located under New Mexico. So when I found that out, I was super stoked. Because this was way before Breaking Bad. Nobody ever talked about New Mexico. Oh.
An angel. Your angel.
Oh, Anna.
An angel of death. The Denis Council knew it. They knew.
Oh.
If I hadn't tried to force my own ideals on your world, you would still be alive.
Oh.
You would still be alive.
Oh, this is sad.
I wanted a life full of magic,
Mood.
full of books that bridged worlds, that lit up the darkness like stars.
Oh. This feels like sequel bait somehow. I can't explain it,
The possibilities were endless.
but it feels like sequel bait, like new sequel bait. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking.
It's just us now.
Prequel bait? I would accept prequel bait. I would absolutely accept prequel bait. I would love more
You'll
missed
never have
games.
the life you should have had. Somehow my love and compassion, it took that. I don't know how.
Absolutely feels like prequel bait. You're right.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Again.
Well, now that we feel slightly bad for the villain, and now that we can hope for some prequel bait, a great deal of history. Watch all of Gen's Imager recordings. We can bippity bop up the stairs again, and let's go free Catherine. There used to be 5 linking books here, but now there's only 1, and it will only take you back to Gen's office. Fantastic. Gotta go to space again, I guess. But we've got the code to Catherine's prison. So let's go free her. What does this do? Oh, it just makes the thing spin. Great work, we made a thing spin. Oh, who's down by my feet? Oh, it's Miles again. Hey, buddy. He probably wants dinner. It's probably getting close to dinner time. And Miles is my 25-pound cat, so, he's a big boy and he wants food. But he'll just have to wait. And he also just tried to bite my foot. He's also a biter. He's a naughty boy. Hang on, let me text my husband and ask him to feed the cats. 1 second. Gotta take care of family stuff. Hey, could you please feed the cats? Alright. Normally I feed them before stream, but I forgot today, so. That's on me. Now you have me hoping for prequel games. Like, so much. Had to look at the symbol again. There we go. Can you imagine, though, being, like, a young woman in rural New Mexico, and then you, like, one day find a hole in the ground and there's a hot guy? Can you imagine that? I mean, that's probably what I hoped for when I was younger. Down we go. Gotta do this tedious process again. But it is less tedious than crossing all the islands, so I'll take it. Alright, which one is Temple Island? Okay. Or not Temple Island, Prison Island. We're going to prison. We're going to prison, kids! Alright. Let's see if I can find that symbol real quick. Is that it? No. Let me move this thing around here and see if I can find it. Oh. There it is. Fantastic. Let me just double check my notes here. Yep, okay. That should be our ticket to, Prison Island. Oh, who has come in to join me now? It's Maury! Maury is, our mischievous little boy who ran away from home for 10 days in May. Hey, Maury! Oh, good, I did get the right one. Maury, would you like to sit in my... I was gonna ask him if he wanted to sit in my lap, because he normally likes to, but I looked down and he was gone, so I don't know where the hell he went. Gonna save the game again. Always good to save frequently during the end game, if you don't know specifically what you're doing, so... Alright, so we've got snap, trill, ding. Alright. Ding, trill, ding, snap, ding. Yeah, Catherine could be like, get fucked, right? Oh-ho! We got it. Up we go! Hi, Catherine. We're here to free you. It's only been like a week.
We have to move quickly. Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book?
Yep. There you go. Take a look. It's in a book.
You did it. You captured Gen. We're all free. But there's still his followers. I'm not sure what they'll do once they realize he's gone.
Hopefully have a change
I
of
have to get the
conscience.
villagers to safety as soon as possible. And you?
Oh god, that would be
You
terrible.
go back to where you first arrived.
She just links back.
And reopen the fissure. I know. It's risky. But it's the only way to signal Atris.
Okay, so
I'll
just
try to make it back there as
original.
soon as possible, but don't wait for me. Oh, and don't forget the combination in my journal. You'll need it.
Oh, I gotta translate some more Rivenese numbers. Who will link the broken chain? Free Catherine from her prison. Fantastic. Can I snoop around here? Is there anything good to see? Got some basic ass food, some water. Honestly, this isn't a bad studio apartment. I've lived in worse. Nothing to see here, though, it doesn't look like, so... Presumably, I gotta enter the same code again. Oh, wait, no, she broke it. How am I supposed to get down? Well, shit. Oh. There it is. Hi. Okay. Oh, Gen broke this one. Yeah, that's fair. That's right. Gen broke it to keep her in there, so she couldn't figure out the code by brute force. Got it. That makes sense. think the fact that it was his old office is a new detail. I don't remember that. Alright, so we gotta go back to Temple Island and open the fissure. But before we do that, let's figure out what the fissure's code is, shall we? Well, that's a useless screenshot. I can't read it. Wrong book. All right. What was the code for the elevator? Oh, hello, Stargazier. It was, in my game anyway, I think it changes from game to game, it was ding, trill, ding, snap, ding. Very helpful, I know. Hello, and welcome for the follow. If it's like the original Myst, it will change every game, though, so it might not be the same for your game. Alright, I gotta find the frickin' Rivenese numbers again. I'm just gonna use a code. I'm stupid. We're just gonna use a code. A cheat sheet for this. Rivenese numbers. No, I don't want reverse number lookup. I want Rivenese numbers. This is gonna take me a second here. I had a cheat sheet for them, and then I just lost it, but, you know. Riven 2024. Numbers. Number conversion table. Where did you find the code? Oh, thank you for the follow, Horatio for Uru. Uru. Good game. The code is in Gen's office, in his secret age. You will find it downstairs in his bedroom. You got it? Damn! You got it. Well, let me see if I can get it. Let me see. Let me take a look here. Try images real quick. Yes. Okay. So 2 to that side is 9. And then 1 on each side is 6. And then down and that way is 4. That's 10. That's 1. 5. 8. 8 again. It's down and that way. 5. And then opposite sides again is 6. That's a very long number code. But yeah, to answer your question about where I found the code, you have to get to Gen's age first. And then you have to be able to poke around in his secret office. And there is a little device on his bedside table that will play the code for you. Alright, up we go. Back to Temple Island to wrap up the game. Wait. Where's the thing? Ah, crap. Crap, that's not where the scope is. I've made so many notes tonight, so many pen and paper notes. It's wild. You're welcome. Best of luck. Alright, here we go. Alright, here's the thing. Which symbol am I looking for? Oh, and who's down by my feet? Who's this? Oh, it's Miles again. Okay, so... what's the symbol I'm looking for here? Right, okay. Fantastic, got it, good. Okay. Back down we go. Climb, climb, climb. I think I know precisely what my next game is going to be now, actually, now that I think about it, but I will tell you after we're done. Checking my notes. Got so many notes. All these notes. My husband got me this really cool notepad a while back for no reason. It's waterproof. So naturally, instead of using it anywhere that it can get wet, I have been using it at my desk to play a video game. Alright, back to space. If nothing else, the Fisher system certainly does... Was that a butterfly? That was wild. Anyway, if nothing else, the Fisher system certainly does present a much nicer alternative to all the goddamn backtracking we would be doing otherwise. Oh, there we go. Alright. This is it. This is it. The final stretch, unless they added a whole bunch of new shit at the end, which I don't think they did. They just added the Wayward Butterfly in the patch released today. That is so fantastic. I love it. It's so cool. Like, everything about this remake has just been so... so good. It's everything I loved about the original and so much more. Alright, let's press some buttons. Alright. Here we go. Wrapping it up. Wrapping it up. I'm so excited, and I'm so glad I found other people who love this game as much as I do. For years I have talked about how much I love specifically Riven. And, like, none of my friends played it or anything, so, like, okay. Myst was my first discovery that a video game could tell a story. Riven was my first discovery that a video game could tell a story and, like, have encounters with other people. Riven and Uru was the best. You feel my pain, you know. You know. I personally, my favorite is actually Miss 3. But, as I was saying earlier, I'd love to see that get a remake, but there might be licensing issues, as was kindly pointed out to me, so. Honestly, I'd love to see them all get a remake. But yeah, like, nobody had heard of this game. Like, none of my friends played it. While my friends were playing Final Fantasy, this is what I was playing. Wait, I didn't need to do this. I got so wrapped up in talking about how much I loved Riven that I just made more work for myself. It's fine. It's fine. We just need to go back to where we started. It all comes back to where we began. Right over here. This, presumably, is where we insert our code. But before we do that, we're going to save the game again, because I'm paranoid. Alright, game saved. And actually, while I do that, I'm just going to, pop my Discord in chat. Anyway, let's enter this code, which I now have to translate into dunny numerals. Fuck! I get my dunny numeral cheat sheet out again. Yeah, it seems like you have absolutely no familiarity with Uru. I'm sure you've never heard of it. Let me get my dunny number cheat sheet. Again. Alright, here we go. So, 9. Wait. Hold up. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's 9. 6. Oh, okay. Why does this look so wrong in terms of counting? Okay, that's 6. 4. That's 4. 10. 1. 5. 8. 8 again. Whoops. 5 again. And 6. Aha! Alright. Here we go, kids. I'm not positive what I'm doing, by the way. Do I have to go up the ladder? Is that what I have to do? Wait, no. Hold up. Oh! I see. we just yeet the whole thing out of the ground. Fantastic. Hello? Did I fuck this up? Oh shit, oh fuck. It was like this when I got here. Yeah, Cho did it. Fucking Cho, man. Hello? Oh, I think I got the right ending. Good work.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? Where's the book? I don't understand.
Atris!
There she is. Aww. Wholesome married couple moment.
The villagers are safely in the rebel age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life.
Aww.
Path home is now clear for all of us.
That's right. Yeah, how do I get home, you ask? The same way the Mist Book did, of course. I simply yeet myself into the fucking void to go home.
This is where our paths must part.
For now.
Perhaps we'll meet again someday.
Game sounds are low. I apologize.
You know it.
This is the end of the game, so not much to do there, I guess. But good to know for next time.
Goodbye, my friend.
Bye. All right. And so, we are sent home. Never to see Atris and Catherine again. Just kidding. That's a lie.
Now
Bummer.
I understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure. That riven cleft of stars that access
Riven
both a
cleft.
wall and a bridge.
I get it.
And though I'm unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my mist book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend. The age of Riven has come to a close, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. And there we go. That was Riven 2024. It is also the first game I have ever finished on this channel. Yay! I finished the game! Alright. So while we let the credits roll here, I will give you my thoughts. I fucking loved it. The thing that I think was really, really great about this game is that it was actually like, it took everything that was great about it, and instead of like diluting it or removing it or just keeping everything the same, it added new stuff while at the same time keeping everything that was so good about the original. My only nitpicky bit is the CGI models. And like from any other video game, I would have accepted it. Totally, like 100%. But like, just because in the original we had real people, it kind of threw me off to see how fake everybody looked, you know? But, you know, it is what it is. Other than that, if that's the only qualm I have about the game, then it was just fantastically done. Beautifully done. Like it says here, the game was originally released in 1997, and as I have mentioned frequently throughout my stream of Riven, I played it when I was 12 years old in 1997. I did play through it with a strategy guide. This time, I tried to use guides as little as possible. But, you know, I still had to rely on them a little bit. It's fine. Whatever. So 3 years ago, I did do a playthrough of Myst on my channel. It's literally the only thing I ever did on my channel for several years. I may do a playthrough of Myst again in the future, now that I actually have people watching, because I most certainly did not have anybody watching me then. However... I do know which game I'm going to play next, and I will tell you as soon as the credits stop rolling. And it looks like this is the end of the credits. So here we are. Alright. So. Yeah. So that was actually really fantastic. I had a great time playing it. As I said, it is the first game that I ever finished on my channel. At least now that I have, like, viewers. And the fact that a lot of people came to watch made me decide on my next game for the channel. It is going to be, assuming I can get it to work with current hardware and everything, Myst 3 Exile will be my next game, the next in the series, my favorite in the Myst series. Kind of the wayward child of the series, I think. As I mentioned, it has Chucky, you know, evil doll Chucky. Yeah, he's in it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I will be playing that starting Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Assuming I can get it to run, I will check before I start playing. It should run. I mean, it's on Steam. It should run. So yeah, I'll be back Wednesday night. If you would like to join the Discord, if you haven't already, I admittedly have not looked at Discord since I started streaming. It will alert you when I go live. Also, my VODs are there and everything, so you can watch all of my Riven playthrough. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up for tonight. It's late, I'm tired, and I would like to take a shower. So, thank you very much for coming. Have a good night, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!